Hello everyone, this is the tutorial on Google Docs various features. So in this lecture I will discuss the various features that are available in Google Docs, how you can use Google Docs effectively, what are the various advanced features in the Google Docs. For using Google Docs you must log into Google account, and here as you can see on the Google apps, just click on Docs. It will open Google Docs. Fine. There are so many templates that are available in the Google Docs. For example, if you want to create project proposal, if you want to create meeting notes, if you want to create brochure, if you want to create newsletter, there are so many templates that are available in Google Docs. Fine. So I will just create a blank document. So just click on this option, blank. Fine. So here you can type anything. You can create a Word document. It is equivalent to the Microsoft Word. You can type anything in the Google Docs. For example, hello. You can type, this is the tutorial on Google Docs. Fine. Whatever you type is automatically saved to your drive, as you can see. For example, if I type in this tutorial, you will learn the basic features of Google Docs. Fine. So see, you can see this is automatically saved to the drive. This is automatically saved to the Google Drive. Fine. So if you want to insert a table, you can insert. These are the options. You can insert an image. You can insert a table. You can insert drawing. You can insert chart. There are so many options. You can insert equation. So there are so many options which are available in the Microsoft Word, are also available in the Google Docs. If you want to create header and footer, if you want to insert page number, if you want to insert page break, if you want to insert link, there are so many options that are available in the Google Docs which you can insert in the document. Fine. You can also name this document. By default it is untitled documents. So you can type, for example, this is Google Docs tutorial. So now your file name is Google Docs tutorial, and whatever you type is automatically saved in the Google Drive. Fine. So there are so many another option. See, this one is voice typing. This is another very important feature of the Google Docs. If you don't want to type, you can give the commands by voice typing. Let's have a look. Hello. So for that you have to click on this, click to speak. Hello everyone. In this tutorial I will discuss the features of Google Docs. So this way you can also type whatever you want to type. You can type in the Google Docs. For that you don't need to type on the keyboard. You can just give the commands by voice typing. So whatever you speak will be written in the Google Docs. So this option was available in the tools menu and here voice typing. Fine. If you want to translate this document, you can also translate. Another very important feature of Google Docs is you can translate the document. For example, here go to the tools and then translate document. Fine. It will create a new document. And you can rename it. For example, this is the tutorial in Hindi. fine, and then you can select a language, Hindi, from here, and then click on translate. So when you click on translate, it is translating your document. So I have written, hello, this is the tutorial on Google Docs. In this tutorial you will learn the basic features of Google Docs. So it will translate, नमस्ते, ये Google Docs पर ट्यूटोरियल है, इस ट्यूटोरियल में आप Google Docs की बुनियादी विशेषताओं को जानेंगे। इस ट्यूटोरियल में सभी को नमस्कार, मैं Google Docs की विशेषताओं पर चर्चा करूँगा। So you can convert whatever you have written, whatever you have typed in the Google Docs, you can convert it into any language. You can convert it into any language by the help of translate. That feature is available under the tools menu. Fine. Similarly, if you want to translate this document into another language, for example, I want to translate this document into Punjabi. So Punjabi tutorial on Google. So just this is a demo. You can convert the whole document. You can convert the large document into another languages. Fine. So it has translated the all what I have written into the Punjabi. Fine. So ਇਹ Google Docs ਉੱਤੇ ट्यूटोरियल है। इस ट्यूटोरियल ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ Google Docs ਦੀਆਂ फीचर्स विशेषतावां सीखोगे। So automatically it has translated into Punjabi as well as Hindi, and you can copy and you can paste in your original document. Fine. So now as you can see, in only one document I have English version, Hindi version, and as well as Punjabi version of this what I have typed. So this is the important feature of the Google Docs. So two very important features that I have discussed till now are translate document and voice typing. These are the very important features that are available in Google Docs. Fine. So next, if you want to insert a table, in the Google Docs, you can insert from here. Fine. For example, you want to insert table. For example, I want to store the students data, and then you can create a table. For example, roll number, name of the student, and marks. Fine. So roll number 101, name of the student is Sahil, and marks are 456. And similarly, roll number 102, name of the student is Pankaj, and marks are 432. So you can create a table in the Google Docs itself. Fine. If you want to insert any row, you can insert. See, for example, right click on the table, and then you can insert a row above, you can insert a row below, you can insert a column to the left, you can insert a column to the right, you can delete row, you can delete column. There are so many options that are available. For example, I want to insert a column city, so just right click and insert column left. So here you can insert a column city. For example, Sahil is from Delhi, let's say, and Pankaj is from Chandigarh, and then you can type here city name here. So this way you can insert table, you can modify the table. There are so many features that are available in the Google Docs. Fine. Another feature of this Google Docs is you can format the text. You can, for example, if you want to give some title, you can, for example, you can type tutorial on Google Docs. If you want to see, you can set its position, you can center align it. Fine. And if you want to format it, see, you can format. Fine. There are so many options. Paragraph styles are there, alignments are there. Fine. Line spacing is there. So many options. And for in the text option, you can set it to the bold. Fine, you can set its size. In the text option you can set its size. Fine, and these options are also available here. You can set it to the italic, you can underline it, you can change its size. Fine, you can give the style, you can give the font. Fine, and you can, there are so many options that you can use. If you want to color, if you want to give font color, you can select from here. So see, all the options that are available in the MS Word are available in the Google Docs. Fine, so another features that are available in the Google Docs, you can share this document, you can share this document with your friends, you can share this document with your students. So for that you have to click on this share. By default it is private, by default it is private to only me, no one will have access to this document. If you click on this share option, just wait, now see, you can add people that for with whom you want to share this document. For example, if I want to share this document with any of my friend, I can click here. And by default it is editor. Editor means that person can edit this document as well. Fine, and what are the various other options? Viewer, it means that person can only view this document, that person will not be able to make any change in this document. And commenter means that person will be able to view this document as well as that person will be able to comment on this document. By default it is editor. See, this is very important feature, editor. It means two persons or more persons can simultaneously work on a single document. This is a very good feature. Simultaneously more than one people can work on the same document. Fine, and similarly you can notify that person also, and that person will get a notification in his her email that this document is shared with him. So you can share the document with any person. Fine, so you can share, so you can share this document. Fine, similarly if you don't want to add any person, if you don't want to add any person email, simply you want a link of this document, you can also get the link of this document. For example, if you want to link this document into your website, if you want to send the link to your students WhatsApp group, then you can get the link of this document. For example, you can copy the link. Fine, so you can copy the link and you can send. Hello everyone, welcome to the tutorials on Google Sheets. In this tutorial I will discuss all the basic features that you can use in Google Sheet. It is an alternative to Microsoft Excel, and you can create spreadsheets, you can store the data. Okay, let's start. So for using Google Sheets, you must log into your Google account and then go to the Google Drive. This is the sheet that I have already created. I will work on that. And if you want to create new Google Sheet, just click on new, and then here you can see Google Sheets and just click on blank spreadsheet. Okay, when you click on blank spreadsheet, you can see sheet 1. You can see sheet 1, you can create multiple sheets from here. Add sheet, sheet 2, sheet 3. You can change the color of this sheet, can change the color. So sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. And as you can see in this sheet, there are many columns and many rows, and intersect section of row and column is a cell, and you can store the data here. For example, so you can store the data here, roll number, name, marks. Okay, so now I am going to discuss features of this Google Sheet. So this is the sheet that I have already created. So let's insert some more data. So roll number 108. Okay, so name is suppose Rahul, and city is Chandigarh, and physics marks 45, 55, 44, okay, 56, and here roll number 109 Rakesh, and city is Mukeria. So this is, see, when I type M, it is giving me suggestion that I have already typed Mukeria in this column. Okay, so physics marks, okay, chemistry marks. So this way you can insert the data you can type. Okay, and now let's format. So just select, as you can see all the data is in the center, so alignment is in the center. So just click here horizontal align, and you can select the center from here. Okay, and now I am going to give the borders to this sheet. So here you can see the borders, so just click here and click borders. Fine. And if you want to see, this text is bold, and if you want to apply a bold text to some row, just select that row. You can select the row by clicking here 1 2, okay, and you can select the columns from here by clicking A, B, and so on. And I want to apply bold text to this row, so just click this row and click on bold. So you can see the text is in bold. Okay, now let's apply some formula. So for applying the formula, for example, I am going to apply this formula, total marks. So simple, it's very simple, equals to sum and brackets, and I want to find the sum of these subject marks. So simply select and drag it, and press enter. Another beautiful feature is that it is suggesting autofill. I have applied formula to one row, and it is suggesting me to fill the column with this formula. Autofill column with this formula. You can select here, and if you don't select here, just drag it down, and the formula will be applied to all the rows. And now if you want to apply the border, so just click here and apply the border from here. You can change the border color from here also. You can change the border color, you can change the theme from here. Okay, and if you want to insert some suppose a column, I want to insert a row, a column serial number. So just click on this first column, right click and insert column. So insert column, and the column name is suppose serial number. Fine. As you can see, serial number, I can type 1 2 and just select both, and when you see this dot, just drag it down, and series will be filled, and you can apply the border as well. Fine, but this as you can see, serial number is not properly filled in this column, or you can drag it from here. Okay, or what you can do, you can go to the format, and here you can see text wrapping, and you can select wrap. And now what will happen if you drag it here, so text will be wrapped to the you can see the difference. Fine. Similarly, you can apply the text wrapping to the roll number, and format and text wrapping and wrap, and you can see. Fine. So I have explained how you can insert a column. Similarly, you can insert a row as well. So just click here, right click, insert row, and suppose roll number is 1110, and name, so let's say type some data, quickly type some data. Name is Rohit, and city is Chandigarh, and marks physics mark 56, and just enter some random data. Okay, and see, and this formula will be automatically applied here, and you can again fill the series. So just drag. Okay, so it's very simple. Now if I want to find the percentage of a student, so you can create a column percentage. And how you can find the percentage? Simply select this, divided by, suppose marks are out of from 300, and then multiplied by 100, and press enter. And again it is suggesting autofill. Control enter to autofill, but you can see it is up to the 8 decimal places. And now what I will do, I will apply round formula. So round, and here you can enter up to the 2 decimal places and press enter, and drag this formula to all the rows, and you can see the percentage is up to 2 decimal places, and you can format from here. You can apply the borders. So see how simple it is to apply the formulas. So I have explained some formula, I have explained round formula. Fine. So now what we can do, we can apply the filters. So I have already created filter. So see here you can see the filter. What is filter? So suppose here is the filter 1. Filter is suppose you can clear it, and suppose you want to see the students who are from Chandigarh only. So just click here Chandigarh. Okay, and you can see these 4 students are from Chandigarh. Fine. And if you want to see the, you can clear it, and if you want to see the students who are from Gurdaspur, just click here Gurdaspur and just wait. Okay, so clear it and just click Gurdaspur and then press OK, and see these 2 students are from Gurdaspur. So it's very simple to apply the filters. Fine. You can clear from here. You can apply the filters by color or by conditions, but we will study in when we discuss Google Sheets advanced tutorial. So for right now you can simply apply a filter, and you can clear the values from here, or you can select any value and you can select OK, and see filter will be applied. And if you want to cancel the filters, just click on close, and see you can see that whole table data. So this is very simple to apply the filters. Let me show you the sheet 1 data. So this is the sheet 1 data in which the some customers have bought some products like pen, pencil, etc., and you can apply the filters. So this is the filter 1, and you can apply the filter here. I have already applied the filter. So you can see if you want to clear it, and if you want to see the customers who have bought a pencil, just click here pencil. Okay, and you can see these many customers have bought the pencil. So this is how you can apply the filter. So it's very easy to apply the filter. Similarly, you can apply the filter on the name, on the units, on the region. So very simple. So just go to the sheet 3. Okay, now if you want to sort the students, fine. So what you can do, it's very simple again. So you can go to the data and you can sort sheet. So I have selected column I, so it is showing me the sort sheet by column I, A to Z. Okay, so see fine. Okay, so just click here, you can apply, and then go to the data and then sort sheet by column. Okay, so see all the marks are in ascending order. Fine. So very simple to apply the sort function. If you want to say sort the results of the percentage, just again go to the data, sort sheet by column J. So fine, it's very simple. Okay, now I will tell you how you can save this sheet. You can rename this sheet from here. You can rename this sheet from here. You can type anything, like for example student record, and go to the file section. See, you can email it, this file from right from here. You can email this file and you can download, and so many options are there. You can download this sheet in Microsoft Excel format if you are comfortable with Microsoft Excel, and suppose if you are have created Google Docs. You must know some basic features of Google Sheets, because when we create Google Form, all the data is stored. Suppose we have created Google Form for collecting the data, and all the data will be stored in the Google Sheets. So you must know how to work with the Google Sheets, and then you can save this file in any format. You can save this file in Microsoft Excel format or ODS format or PDF format. You can download. For example, I want to download this in PDF format, so you can export current sheet or you can export whole workbook. Fine. So here it is giving you the option to export, and it also giving you the paper size and page orientation, and there are some more features. You can use this, and if you want to save this file in the Microsoft Excel format, again see the file has been saved in Microsoft Excel format. So it's very simple. Fine. So what are the another options? You can also import this file. You can import the file. Fine. You can make a copy of this file. Fine. And you can, if you want to publish it to the web, you can publish it to the web. Fine. So from here you will get the embed option. Fine. So which sheet you want to publish on the web, so you can publish right from here, or even you can get the link from here. So it's very simple to publish this sheet data on the web. And if you want to apply some formatting, it's very simple. I want to apply the formatting to this row. You can fill the color. You can fill any color from here. Fine. So I have selected whole row, so that's why color has been applied to whole row. Fine. You can select data up to this point, and you can change the color. You can fill the color. Fine. So very simple. You can select any color of your choice. You can format the data from here. For example, fine. So very simple to apply the formatting. And if you want to give text some formatting, you can apply the formatting from here. So you can apply the formatting from here. You can even change the format. You can see the different formats you can change, and you can change the font color from here. Fine. So it's very simple. Now another thing that I am going to explain is, suppose I have copied this data up to this point. Just wait. I have copied the data from here. It's just to explain you. And suppose okay, and again, so this is the data, and you can drag it. Fine. Okay. So sorry, just wait. You have to select it and then drag it down. Okay. So when you scroll, so see, as you can see the columns here: serial number, roll number, name, city, physics, chemistry, marks, and so on. And when you scroll down, you are not able to see the column names. Fine. And for that you have to freeze this column. So just click here and go to the where is the option? Just wait. Option is, yeah, in the view, freeze, and freeze this one row, and I have freezed this row. So now scroll down. So as you can see this row, okay, fine. So column is freezed. This row which is showing the columns has been freezed, and you can deselect it. Okay, so it's very simple. So let's delete this data again. Okay, now I want to keep only 8 rows and I want to delete the data. So simply right click and delete rows 10 to 25. So rows has been deleted. So it's very simple. You can freeze the column. Another important thing that I am going to discuss here, suppose I want to create a chart. So I want to create a chart of this column and total marks. So select this column and press Ctrl and select this column. Okay, and here you can see the insert chart, and just click on this insert chart. Just wait and see, the chart has been created. So very simple to create a chart. You can resize this chart and see. Now I am going to explain the chart options. Fine. So here go to the customize and see chart style. You can select the background color from here. Okay, you can select the border from here. Okay, so it's very simple. And see chart and axis title. I want to give some title to this chart. I want to give title that student, just wait, marks, so total marks. And you can see that change in the title here. You can see the changes. Student total marks, and title font you can change from here. It's again very simple. Fine. The title font size you can change from here. Title text color you can change from here. So very simple to create a chart. Fine. So here it is the chart title. Similarly, you can change the horizontal axis title, and suppose here it is student name. So here you can see the axis title student name. Again you can change the font size from here. Fine. And you can change the theme from here, font from here, format from here. If you want to give some bold or title color from here. So see how it is very simple to create a chart. Fine. So you can change the, even you can change the vertical axis title, total marks, and you can do the formatting. Okay, you can do the formatting. So total marks. Fine. And another is a legend position. You can change the position of the legends. Fine. See here you can see the total marks. You can change the position of the top. Fine. So it's very simple. You can also use this series option. Fine. You can change the opacity, you can change the line opacity. You must try these options. Fine. And here just wait, in the series here it is data labels. You can just select. So it will show you the data labels that Pankaj Srin has 259 marks and Sunil Kumar has 241 marks, and so on. It's very easy. And even you can choose this trend line, or you can change the color. You can change the settings of the horizontal axis. You can change the settings of the grid lines, and so on. You must try these options. So after you have created a chart, just select that chart, and here you can see the 3 dots. You can either edit chart or delete, or you can publish chart, or you can move this chart, or you can download this chart. You can again see there are three options. You can download this chart as the PNG image, or you can download this chart as the PDF, and so on. So it's very simple. If you want to download this chart as the PDF, see this chart will be downloaded here. It has been downloaded here. You can see in the downloads folder. Fine. You can download the chart from here and you can see. Just wait. Okay. It will be in your downloads folders, so you can select that. And if you want to create another chart, you can create another chart. So let me move this child to a little bit down, and now I want to create another chart. I want to create this name. I want to select these, and then again insert chart, and see the chart has been created, and now the chart is showing the marks of subject wise. And you can again then you can do the formatting as I have already explained. Fine. So see this chart I have downloaded. So you can also download this chart and just select the columns you want to create a chart, and you can easily create a chart. See, this is the chart that I have downloaded, and see it's very simple chart. You can use it anywhere. And if you want to download this chart again after some formatting, you can also download this chart. So it's very simple. So these are some basic features that of Google Sheets that everyone must know. We will also discuss some advanced features. Okay, so for this lecture, that's all. And if you have any query, you can ask me at any time. So thank you for watching. Hello everyone. In this tutorial, I will discuss the basic functions that you can do in Google Drive. For that, you must log into Google account. There are many ways you can open Google Drive. You can write drive.google.com, click enter, or you can go to google.com, and here in the apps you can click here Drive. So Google Drive is basically a cloud storage in which you can store your documents, and the advantage is that you can access your documents anywhere and at any time. You just need internet connection, and your documents can be accessed anywhere, and all the documents are synchronized automatically to every device in which you are login with your Google account. As you can see, this is my Google Drive, and by default free use storage is 15 GB, and 15 GB is enough for storing the documents. And if in case you need extra storage, you can click here buy storage, and you can purchase Google Drive storage. Now what are the various options that you can do in your Google Drive? Here you can see there is one button, new. You can upload a folder, you can upload a file, even you can access your Google Docs, Google Sheets right from here. So let me explain you how you can upload a file. So simply you need to click on file upload, and when you click on file upload, it will show your Windows system. You can upload any file. For example, I am going to upload this file, and here you can see the file upload has been completed. And just refresh your Google Drive and you will see this document. See, this document has been uploaded in your Google Drive. Similarly, you can access any file. You can upload any file, video, image in your Google Drive. If you want to upload any folder, simply click here new, and then click on folder, upload, and here you can upload any folder of your choice. For example, I am going to upload this folder, any upload, for example any folder. For example, I will upload this folder. There are 15 files, so simply click upload, and it will be uploaded. It will take some time, depends upon the size of the folder which you are uploading. So simply you can click any folder, you can upload any folder on your Google Drive. So if you want to cancel, you can cancel the upload, fine. So let me upload another folder. So you can upload any folder of your choice. For example, let me upload this folder, and simply you can upload the folder to your file, and after uploading the folder, folders will be shown here. Let me upload some another files. So file upload, and here you can upload any file. For example, I am going to upload this file. You can upload multiple files, you can click multiple files. For example, this file, and you can upload both the files. So after uploading the files, you can arrange the files in folders also. So let me refresh this Google Drive. So when you refresh, see these files I have uploaded. Fine. Now if you want to create a folder, you can click new, and you can click here folder, and folder you can give any name to the folder. For example, I am going to give this folder name BCA first, and see the folder has been created, BCA first. Now if you want to move these files, for example, if I want to move this file to this folder, simply right click here, and just click on move to, and it will show you the folders. So these folders are there in my Google Drive. You can create any folder as I have just explained to you. So click here BCA first, right click, and move to, and yes, move here, and file will be moved to your, see this file has moved to BCA first folder, and now you can see this folder file is in there, this folder BCA first folder. Now if you want to rename any file, for example, this is the file which I have already uploaded, mail merge. Simply right click here, and you can rename this file. For example, basics of mail merge. You can rename any file. If you want to delete a file, you can remove a file. If you want to download, you can download, fine. Another important feature that Google Drive offers you is that you can share a file. For example, this file I have uploaded, and I want to share this file with my students or with my colleagues. Simply click, right click, and here you can see the option share, or you can get the link of this file, so that you can share the link with your colleagues or with your students. So get link. So when you right click and click on get link, see by default the access is restricted, only people added can open with this link, right? And you can click here, anyone with the link, anyone on the internet with this link can view or comment or editor. Editor means he can make changes in this file. Viewer means he will be able to view this file only, and commenter means he or she can comment on this file. So by default it is viewer, you can change, and just click viewer or any option you want, and here you can copy the link. And when you copy the link, simply share this link with your students or colleagues, and they will be able to view your documents. So document sharing and working on collaboration is very important tool of this Google Drive. So far I have discussed how can you upload a file, how can you upload a folder, how can you create a folder, how can you move file to any folder, how can you share a file. So you can get the link from here and you can share with your students or colleagues, anyone with you want. Similarly, you can share a folder also. If you share a folder and any file that you will upload to this folder will automatically will automatically visible to all the persons with whom you have shared the link. So simply this is the folder and I want to share. Simple, very simple. So you can share this or you. So when you click on share, just wait. See, you can get the link from here that I have already have told you, or you can share with the persons. For example, I want to share with the folder, this folder with this, fine. And what he can do, he is the editor or he is the viewer or he is the commenter. What he can do, simply if he is the editor, he can organize the files in the folder, he can add the files in the folder, he can edit the files, he can delete the files, and if he is the viewer, he can only view the files which you have uploaded to the folder. So here it is the option notify people, means one notification mail will be sent to that person that I have shared the folder with him, and you can write a message of your choice also, fine. So simply click send, fine. So this way you can add persons as a collaborators to your folders, to your files, and even you can get the link. These are the important features, how you can get the link of the file which you have uploaded, because I can share the link with my students, I can share the link with my colleagues, fine. So I can get the link from here, fine. So copy link, or you can change the permissions, fine. Editor means now if you share this link with anyone, he can edit your file also. So this you can do, fine. So these features I have already told you. Now see, suppose there are some important files, and right click and see there is one option, add to start, and when you click here add to start, fine. So you can add star to your important files which are in Google Drive. For example, I am going to add star to this file as well. Now see, these files will be visible here in the starred tab. Means starred means your important files which are which you want to save, which you want to access quickly. You can add a star to those files. So I have added starred, and see these files are visible here. So far I have used this much space of my Google Drive, fine. And you can share, you can see all the files which someone has shared with you in this tab, shared with me. This is your Google Drive, and this here you can access all the files which someone else has shared with you, fine. And you can see the recent files here, you can see the starred files here. So it's very easy to use. So what are the various advantages of this Google Drive? Fine. Number one, see, I can upload files, folder. This is a cloud storage. If once I have uploaded, I can access it from anywhere and from any device where I have logged in with my Google account. Fine. I can share the files. People can work collaboratively on the files. So these are the advantages which I have of cloud storage, of Google Drive. If you want to delete any file, for example this file, you can simply right click and you can remove this file. And this file, as you can see here, file has been moved to trash. Trash means files which you have deleted are in this folder, and here items in the trash are deleted forever after 30 days. And files will be deleted automatically after 30 days in the trash folder. You have deleted a file, it will be in the trash folder, and if you want to delete it from here, you can simply delete from here, or you can restore the file from here. So these are the features that Google Drive provides me. So in this tutorial I am only discussing some basic features of Google Drive, and you can access these Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, Google Forms. Google Form I have a separate video, Google Docs I have a separate video. I will provide the link of Google Docs, Google Forms in the description link. Fine. Even you can click here and you can use Google Sites, Google Drive. There are so many options which you can access directly from the Google Drive. So that's all for this video. In this tutorial I have discussed only how you can upload files, folders, how can you rename file, how you can add star to the file, how you can remove a file, how you can create a folder, how can you move your files to a folder. And one important thing that I have also discussed, how you can share your file with your students, with your colleagues. So that's all for this video. For any suggestion, for any query, you can comment in the comment box. Thank you. Hello everyone, in this tutorial I will discuss how you can create a Google form. So for that you must log into your Google account and then click on Google Apps and click on Drive, or you can also write drive.google.com. After that click on New and here you can see Google Forms and click on. There are two options. You can create a blank form, or you can create Google Form from a template. So for right now I am going to create a blank form. So just wait. Here you can see it is untitled form, so you can give name to the form. So for example, I am going to create a feedback form from students. So feedback from students. So it's a feedback form from students. Fine. And here you can also change the name of the form. So it is feedback from students, and you can move this Google form to any folder in your Drive so that you can access the form quickly. So if you want to write form description, you can write here. Hello students, this is college feedback form. Just an idea. Now see, if you want to add any option, see there are so many options available here. So if you want to add a question to the feedback form, you can click on here, add question. Fine. So suppose first information that I want from students is the name of the student. So name of the student will be see, there are so many options, short answer, paragraph, and so many options. I will explain all the options. So for example, right now I want name of the student, so I can click on short answer. So here you can write name of the student who is giving the feedback. Fine. And another options are, see, if you want to delete it, you can delete from here. If you want to insert an image, you can insert from here. And if you want this field to be required, means this field is must for each student, so you need to set it to required. So you can, so this one information has been created in your feedback form. If you want to see the preview of this form, you can see by clicking here. So click on preview, see. So far this form has been created, name of the student can fill the detail here. Fine. So if you want to add another information, just click on this plus button. So click. Now second option is I want is the address. So for address I need this paragraph. The second option is present address of the present address symbol, and this field is also a required field. So all the required fields will have this sign, asterisk sign, see, in the red. It means this field is required and it is long answer type question. Fine. Third information that I want, so just click here. Third information I want is phone number. Phone number. The phone number is short answer type question, and if you want that only a digit, only numeric value will be entered here in the phone number field, you need to validate it. So for that, first of all, it is a required field and now you need to validate it. So just click on here 3 dots and click on response validation, and if you click on response validation, you can see here number, it is text or is it length. Okay, so just click on number. It means now the student can enter only number here. Fine. And you can also show the custom error text in case the user has filled wrong information. You can show the custom error text here. So just click on 4. Now I want to add email ID. So click here email ID, and email ID is short answer by default. See, Google Form has by default converted this field into short answer, and it is also a required. You can preview the form anytime. So see, this form I have already created, name of the student, present address, phone number, email ID. And for example, name of the student is Pankaj and address is just say Chandigarh, and phone number, suppose I enter wrong phone number and click on submit. So it is a phone number, it must be a number and it is must be greater than 0 because I have response validation on this field. So next what you can do is gender. For gender, it is multiple choice questions, and you can add the options from here. By default, it is giving you suggestions. If you want to add all, you can add all from here. And if you want to add only 2, so you can add from male and female. Fine. So it is also a required. Fine. So it's very easy to create a Google form from here. If you want to add department, or you could say faculty name, or you can write anything if you prefer faculty. And for that I want it to be a drop down list, so you can add various options like arts faculty, science faculty, commerce faculty, computer science faculty. So now this field will be a drop down field. Now see the preview of the form. See, it is multiple choice question, and now it is faculty. See, it is drop down. So there are so many options that Google Form is providing you. You can see various options from here. Fine. Next I want to add the session. So you can click on here. So you can add the session, and again I want a user to enter it. So it is short answer type, it is required, and response validation, it is number. Fine. Similarly, you can add date of birth, and for that, now see, it has automatically converted this field into this date field, and it is required. So it's very easy to create a Google form. Fine. So click on here. Now if you want a user to upload some file or upload some data, you can click here, file upload. Fine. So I will discuss it later. So far I have discussed short answer, paragraph, multiple choice, drop down. Similarly, you can insert checkbox. So let me explain this option, multiple choice grid. What is this? So let me select it, and the question is, please provide your, now I want the user to give the feedback on the column. No, raw college infrastructure. So it will be like a grid, and columns are, four columns are there. Excellent, average, excellent, good, average, fine, and fair. And there are rows of teaching, imparted. Similarly, you can add this department. Let me show you the preview of this field. So click on preview. Now see, it is a multiple choice grid. Like for example, the user can select anyone from here. Fine. So this is another option, another important option. So if you want to delete any row, you can delete from here. If you want to add, you can add another option. So this was the multiple choice grid, MC grid, and there is another option, checkbox grid. The difference is only, see, let me change it to checkbox grid and I will show you the difference. Now click on preview. In the checkbox grid, user can select multiple options. Fine. But for this option, multiple choice grid is suitable, so I need to change it to the multiple choice grid only. So this way you can change the any option. If you want to delete any option, you can delete. Suppose you don't want this field session, you can delete from here. So similarly, you can add another options like, so you can add another option. So click on this ninth option and click on 10th. Any suggestions? And for suggestions, see, it has automatically converted into, it has been converted into paragraph option. So it is also required. So it is also required. So this way you can add any questions in the Google form. Fine. If you want to add another option, for example, I want to upload, please upload your suggestion, and now the user will upload. So the option I need to change is file upload option. Fine. So when you click on file upload, it is also giving you another option. It allow only specific file types. If you want that only specific files will be uploaded, like only Word file or only image file will be uploaded, or the maximum number of files that the user can upload, or the maximum file size. For example, if you want your students to upload resume, then you can choose this option. And if you want a user to upload documents for a particular job, you can click here and you can add the maximum number of files to 5 or 10, and you can also set the maximum file size, and it is also a required field. So this way you can add different options to your Google Drive. Fine. If you want to add a video, you can add a video from here in your this Google form. You can add video in Google form, you can add image in Google form, you can add different sections in the Google form. Fine. So it's upon you. Fine. Which option you want to select, it's depend only upon you. Fine. There are so many options. I have explained all these options: date, time, checkboxes, grid, linear scale you can use if you want to rate any performance. Let me select this linear scale. Please rate after resources, let's say, and you can choose any value. You can give the optional, for example, low to high. Let me show you the preview of this also. So see, rate or sources. So you can, low means 1 means low and high, and this is upload file option. Right? And any suggestion option I have already discussed. Just wait. What happened to field number 9? I need to change it to multiple choice grid. Then the options were, just wait, options were like library, resources, extra curricular. You can create any option. ICT, resources, department, faculty. Fine. So now see its preview. Fine. It is multiple choice grid, and here you can also upload a file in this option, upload suggestions. You can upload file. Fine. So this way you can create Google form easily. If you want to change the theme, you can change the theme of this form. For example, theme is changed, background color you can change from here. You can change the font style. So this way you can change the theme options of your Google form. You can insert a header if you want. So there are so many add-ons also available with the Google form. I will discuss in some another lecture, and how you can create a quiz using Google form I will discuss in another lecture. If you want to send the link of this form to anyone, so just click on here, send, and you can email this form to anyone. Fine. Or you can you can get the link from here, this link. And if you want to embed this link in your website, you can get the embed link from here. Fine. It cannot be embedded because it makes use of file upload questions. In this Google form I have used the file upload option, so it is not giving me the embed option. If you are not using file upload option, you can get the link here. So you can share from Facebook, or you can on Twitter from here. And you can get the link of this form from here, and if you want to get the short link, just click on here and you can get the short link. Just need to copy, and just you can send this link to anyone, and so form will be shown to you. So this way you can insert options. Just have a try on the Google form, and if you have any query you can ask me. And that's all for this lecture. I hope you have understood the basics of Google form. I will explore some more features of Google form in another lecture. Thank you. Have a nice day.